What is up, everybody? You are on the air and off the books with Beth Ann and Samantha, and today we are coming at you with a very special treat for the Halloween season. BNS Podcast has produced its very own murder mystery for your listening pleasure. Over the course of these next 5 episodes, you, our audience, will be meeting Detective Patricia Sanderson, played by our very own Lori from South, who will be investigating the murder of victim Kirby Beckham, played by Brennan from Collection Management. Detective Sanderson will be with you every week interviewing 5 suspects. You will be listening to all of the alibis, and after each week you can go to our Facebook page and comment below that week's episode with who you believe the murderer is. At the end of our sleuthing, we will nook 'em and book 'em and reveal to you, our audience, who the murderer will be. Join in every week to see if you are right. This week we will be introducing all of our characters and the actors and actresses who will be voicing them, so that you have an introduction and baseline of what is happening. We will now begin our story.
It was 1 a.m. when Detective Sanderson got to Holloway House. Death turned up in the middle of a Halloween bash. Sanderson walked into a madhouse. Bodies rushing past her did not deter her from the sight that laid ahead. A dead young man sprawled on the dance floor in some sick, low, and twisted dance of death that reeked of blood, vomit, and something slightly alchemical. Detective Sanderson manages to corral a few wailing, very shaken suspects. Who did it? We begin this dance, partied to death.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Patricia Sanderson. You can call me Pat, and I'm the detective assigned to this case. When I got the call for this poor man, I thought the evidence would be straightforward. Unfortunately, we need to bring you all in for some help. My team has narrowed down the suspects to 5 people, and I have their case files right here with me. I will first give you an overview of what I saw walking in on the crime scene, and then give a general description of each suspect. You can determine for yourself who the culprit is when you hear their alibi firsthand. This is going to be a long and grueling case. Holloway House is your run-of-the-mill frat house, busted up, bachelorette furniture with a hint of Mel B.O. wafting through the air. Tonight, that scent came with blood stains and something sharp smelling. Death is an odd thing. Murder is even an odder thing. Kirby Beckham, football prodigy, Beta Theta Phi legend, and straight A student, can now add dead to his list of outstanding accomplishments. Kirby seemed like an unlikely victim, but there was malice in the way he went, and I'm here to find out who left him dancing his last days this way. Let me tell you about our motley crew of suspects.
Suspect number 1, Vicky Major, will be played by Stephanie of our Adult and Teen Department.
This suspect came to the party as a vampire. I guess she never left her goth phase from high school. Generally kind, quiet, fiercely devoted, and obsessive.
Our second suspect, Clancy Breyer, will be played by Matthew of our Adult and Teen Department.
This mummy is Vicky's best friend. He's shy, introverted, a psychology major at Hollow Ridge University, and very school and family focused.
Justin from our Adult and Teen Department will play suspect number 3, Toby Marshall.
Toby came as a farmer. He's the center for the Hollow Ridge football team, best friends with Kirby Beckham and part of Beta Theta Phi. Quiet and with a strong disposition.
Aaron from our Collection Management Department will play our 4th suspect, Caitlin Shelby.
Well, hello, kitty cat. Caitlin's a Hollow Ridge University cheerleader, an ultimate mean girl, on track to be the valedictorian, hated by all and loved by none.
And our final suspect, Twyla Whitaker, will be played by Caitlin from our South Branch.
This pink lady is an avid bookworm, eclectic, a loner, strong-willed, independent, scholarly, and she's the head of the chess and fencing club.
Kirby Beckham, our victim, will be played by Brennan from our Collection Management Department.
Typical greaser, bad boy, life of the party, part of Beta Theta Phi fraternity, full ride scholarship for football to Hollow Ridge University, of course the quarterback, loved to be hated by everyone. He was unattainable.
And I am Melissa from the South Branch Library, and I will be your narrator. Thank you for joining us for our introduction episode of Partied to Death. Presented with the killers, now is the time to start analyzing and preparing to catch this fast-moving culprit. Tune in next week with Detective Sanderson as we begin our interrogations.